the little girl was on her way to school, but she suddenly realized that the old man beside her was her husband, but he didn't recognize her. He left with a puzzled look on his face. After school, the little girl went straight to his house. When she got to the house, the little girl had a nostalgic look on her face. She told Paul she was his wife, Anna's mom. Paul couldn't help but laugh. He thought she was joking, but without saying a word, the little girl rushed into her daughter's room. She touched her daughter's face. She was so happy that her daughter had grown up so much and looked exactly like her when she was young. Then the little girl ran downstairs and found her own portrait in the living room. Lisa said she had so many good pictures of herself. They shouldn't have used this ugly picture. She mumbled to herself that she was really dead. She died 10 years ago. In other words, she died 10 years ago and now she's reincarnated. The man looked puzzled and had no idea what the girl was talking about. But the girl kept saying that she only remembered this morning that her name was Lisa. The father and daughter thought the little girl was out of her mind. They were about to call her parents. But as soon as the little girl saw the takeout lunch on the table, she started blaming them. They had such nice plates at home. Even if it's takeout, you should put it on a plate. Otherwise, her plate would be wasted. Suddenly there was a bell outside. The little girl realized it was getting late, so she had to go home. As she left, she complained that Paul had aged too quickly. Lisa said she almost didn't recognize him on the road. Before she left, she said she'd be back tomorrow. And then she left happily, leaving behind a puzzled father and daughter in the house. The next day, the little girl went straight to their house after school, but no one was home, so she skillfully found the spare key under a flower pot. When she entered the house, she found the money she had hidden earlier. Then she opened the memory book and looked at the happy family. But when she saw a blank page, Lisa realized that her daughter and husband had not been happy in the 10 years since her death, so she decided she had to do something for them. When she got back, she called Paul and asked him to meet her at the same place. She hung up before Paul could say anything. Paul didn't think anything of it. He took the bus home. He remembered how he used to be late for his wife's appointments. But halfway there, the little girl actually showed up at the same place. She had the same look on her face as his wife. Now Paul had to go on the date.